What's going on, guys? It's your boy Kashino. We are here today to go over a very special deck that's already in the thumbnail and the title. It's like, so we're doing MACHINA RuneCraft because the popular thing to do right now is for RuneCraft is still Spell Boost, and definitely Earth Sigil's taking a spin, and it's nice to see Earth Sigil actually do some work, right? But what shenanigans will we not be if there is not something you can do with the arcane item shot that we just gotta try? It's funny, and I will put this in. I don't like putting all my decks in the description, my deck list, because I feel like sometimes it's like it's ingenuous. Ugh, what is it? Disingenuous, right? It's like, here, make this deck, because I know some people when they see a deck and it works, they're like, oh, I gotta get it, gotta make it. Don't make this deck. I actually haven't even seen this card. I played a couple games. I still haven't seen this card once. I should just take it out. But it's really fun. Obviously, it's based around possibly getting Tetra's Delta Cannon, definitely getting the Mecha Book Sorcerer out, and then you get the Arcane item shop out. Like we normally do on this channel, I'm going to show you guys 2 recorded matches with my, obviously like me talking over the thing, and then 1 live match. So let's get into it. First one up of this is Portalcraft. A lot of Portalcraft is around right now. So you're gonna see a lot of artifacts. So what I like to do here is if I get Arcane Shop and Tetra, I'm like, okay, especially against Portal. Portal's not that aggressive, so I feel like you can kind of keep a hand like this. I don't remember if I'm going first or second. I'm going first, so that means I can play my Arcane Shop on 7. I just need to make it uncomfortable for him on turn 6. That's usually how I think about it. If I can make him do some weird cleary stuff on turn 6, I'll be able to play Arcane Shop and not take too much damage. Though this deck, this version has a lot of repair mode, so you can heal up a little bit. And there's the paradigm shifts. They're so spooky, scary skeleton. So right now, just playing cards. I can save them, but I feel like it's best just to play them just to get your Techno Lords online, to get them on a big fat stack. He opts to go with that. That's smart. You know, like he knows he's paying attention. Change Wing I was kind of thinking of keeping in my hand because it makes your natural Macchiato really good. So really good. Pretty standard turns. These are, you know, these are nothing too crazy. I'm BSing, he's BSing. He's trying to get his paradigm shifts in line. I'm just like, yay, whatever. So now turn 5 is coming up, and of course we got the Mecha Book Sorcerer, which is pretty much our Arcane Shop effect in the deck. Well, the secondary part of it, right? So you have to play that. If I'm being technical, if you want the highest survivability, that's the first thing you should mulligan for. If you don't have Mecha Book in your hand, your likelihood of losing is, it kind of goes up. So he's doing this like now on turn 6 now. We do have Tetra. I'm gonna blow my other Evo here. Now if you keep your Evo, you actually can invocate this card on turn 10. Yeah, it's very unlikely to happen. But with those 2 things involved, I feel like it's good to get a Delta Cannon in hand now. So we're trading. I'm gonna Mecha Staff because now I got the points to do it. That's 2 cards. This is 3, and then 4 heal. So that's 4 Machina cards, and it comes back into your hand. Now, unfortunately, I still won't be able to unless he clears my Tetra, which I was really hoping he didn't do. If he didn't clear my Tetra, I would have been in a really good spot. But once I saw that card out, I was like, he's gonna Evo over it. But he goes for a full trade, so I'm like, okay. He plays Cat Gunner at the end of it, but I'm obviously not concerned about Cat Gunner. Hit him with it. You always gotta hit him with a little something. Techno Lord in hand, so I'm happy to say that whatever he plays next turn, I'm really not concerned about. What actually is it up to right now? It's on 8. So yeah, definitely not afraid of whatever board he puts out here. You're through. You want to bet? So he pushes for a decent amount of damage, but my whole hand is full of glory. Formidable. Yes, because he knows this is the turn of glory. Zap. Hit the 8. Zap. Play Delta Cannon. Zap. Zap. Assembly Droid. He pretty much lost because of Techno Lord. Zap. 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 Turn 8 kills, and that's pretty consistent, I would have to say. I mean, that's a pretty god hand. Those are the three legendary horsemen at that point. So it's really, really difficult to like really beat that out. Like it's so difficult to beat that out. I mean, what are you gonna do? Like when those two things. Honestly, like I said, it's just the mecha book and the arcane item shop. Now, I think it was like my first video I did, and it's funny. This is like the same hand that I had before, right? It's literally the same start. I think even with the Jet Room Witch. But it's crazy because this combo technically was available in the last game. Sorry, the last expansion. Once they revealed the arcane shop, this was a possible deck to play. The only thing that people were doing with the arcane shop was trying to get its secondary. Oh, and then I draw into Mecha Book. I'm like, oh baby. So like people were like, oh, if there's no followers, so they were running these very spell-oriented decks. And for some reason, until I saw that one guy that tried it, I was like, wow, no one really thought about doing it in this style, this version. So it's really funny. I thought this was really funny, so I wanted to try it. Now that there's a little bit more Machina support, so I thought it would be nice to try. Could you switch in some of the other cards? I kind of think that there's still some leeway. You don't have to run it pure Machina. I think what this deck does suffer from is draw. That one card that just died is another draw engine. It's a really good draw engine, but definitely need more than that. So now I played this on turn 4, and it's the same plan, right? Turn 4, I did this. Turn 5, I want a Mecha Book. Turn 6, I want to clear the board. But if you haven't noticed, we're playing against Runecraft and we're playing against Earth Sigil. So it's very scary. Turn 5, and here he goes. Clark into Magisa, which I'm pretty sure it was pretty telegraphed. I knew he was going to do that. I just didn't know whether, I was really kind of hoping he would trade. But it's such a big hit. He decides not to. He says, no, you clear it. That's a really ballsy play. I have to play Mecha Book on 5. I mean, I guess I didn't. This is, I'm going to pause it for a second. And this is the time where I think maybe I should have held this and just went with a different turn. Because I did have, it's turn 5. I could have played this. 1, 2, this is 4. I could have attacked here, right? Attacked here, I would have had, you know, I would have 6 pretty much, 6 play points to play with. So you play this first, the Magnetech, attack that, and then that's 4 damage. 4 damage that will go onto this, and then I can Evo this, and then it gives me a thing, and that's 4, that's 6, and then I have to rush it into it, and I would have been fine, and I actually would have kept my Tetra. So I think that might have been a better play, maybe. And then the next turn, turn 6, we play the Mecha Book. Because the trade that I did here, I traded both. And I felt really ugly doing that. I felt ugly doing that. Now I'm still took that 8 hit, which pretty much if you're playing that deck, you do that 100% of the time. You always just hit face with 8. Like you don't trade with 8. Verdict Ritual. Evo's the Clay Golem. He's going hard. Now turn 6 comes, and I do that same trade that I was doing before. I was like, oh wait, I should do this first. Hit that. Mecha Wing Angel. Do it again. Like I said, to make as big as a presence of a board as I possibly can. Plus I need to get my Delta Cannon back online. He just Verdant Rituals. And Verdant Rituals, which he had 2 in his hand. I guess I wasn't paying attention. So I probably lost anyway, but I think if I would have kept my Tetra there alive, it would have, maybe I could have had a better line of action there. And if you saw, I could have showed you guys 2 wins against Portal, but I do want to show you guys this match really quick. Just the ending of it. First of all, this leader is funny. It looks so funny. Now, first of all, this guy's playing the mecha. He's playing Machina Portal, and so that's the first mistake that this guy makes, by the way, with the Heaven's Gate. Now in this match, I actually don't have the Mecha Book activated at the moment. He natural out Machinas 7 into my 1/1. I was like, oh, poor guy. And then the fun begins. It's just so funny because it's like, you can play so much. This plus Delta Cannon is ridiculous. Zap, zap. He's like, oh my god. Taunts on taunts, man. So now he plays a really good Gullius, right? Gonna speed it up. Zap. Clears it. And then boom. Look at that big old board, man. Doesn't matter. Zap. Gonna suck everything up here except Delta Cannon. because I can keep replenishing Delta Cannon. Hit that. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I wasn't paying attention to this at all. Like, I wasn't paying attention to it at all. I didn't plan to do this at all. But we're just taunting each other, right? But I actually keep my Evo and turn 10 is coming. So if you guys should know what that means. I was like, uh-oh. So he's just playing out his turn, doing his thing. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the heals here. That would have been really good for him, because each one would have been 4. He would have got 8, which is 15 if he got 2. And he had 2 Evos that he's just holding on for dear life. And I was like, oh no. How lovely. How lovely. Oh man. Zap, zap. Zap, zap. Oh my god. Oh, it was dirty. I felt dirty. That's so dirty. Well, hey, at least I showed it. But you know, like I said, I could show you guys 2 losses. I can show you guys 2 wins. I think it's important to show, you know, I like to do 1 loss, 1 win, but I play a couple matches and I try to pick the ones that like showcase the deck, regardless if it wins or loses or not. All right, so here we go. Let's go into the Tundra, which now that I'm recording this, I'm 100% gonna get Dragon. That's just how it works. Let's go. You had your fun. Beating up on Portal. I lost the Rune though, so maybe, you know, I'm half and half. Even my win record, you saw that, was 50-50. 50-50. Another Portal. A lot of Portal out there right now. But is this not? It's Artifact Portal most likely. So let's see our God Hand. So we get the Arcane Shop this time. Gonna definitely bounce that. We can keep that, but I'm gonna bounce it hopefully to get Mecha Book. No, we didn't get it. Did get Tetra though. We are going second, which I kind of don't like. I like going first. Going first feels a lot better. But we have more Evos, which is nice. But like I said, this deck has like 0 draw power, which I really want to hope to get Mecha Book, but there's just not enough draw power to force it out. I actually would like to see maybe if I revamp this deck to where it's like, nah, there's not enough Machina spells. Let's see. So he's showcasing. Well, this card can be in either or. You can put this card in Artifact or Machina. So because a lot of the Artifact cards, some of the Artifact cards are Machina. So he throws another one. I've seen people use this in both too, so I'm not exactly 100% sure. Okay, we got Mecha Book. We have Exodia. three-piece Exodia. Handicap Exodia is in the building. Alright, cool. So we can play Tetra on turn 4, turn 5 Mecha Book, turn 6 maybe this with some backup support to clear his board if he has a board, and turn 7 Arcane Shop. Turn 8 we'll probably just win. Turn 8 we just win. Because this deck is slow. And this deck really punishes slower decks in my opinion. I feel like that's the best thing about this deck. Now we can't Delta Cannon this turn because I want to keep it.
If it has come to this, I will prepare yourself.
Let's see. Yeah, he's just getting his hand full of crap. Gonna heal my Tetra. Hit this to clear these things out. Now he gets the Evo. That's fine. Turn 6, like I said, we're gonna use the Mecha Book, and it's gonna help us out a lot. It sucks that we keep tapping out over and over and over again. That can't Evo over this, and there's nothing for 2 that he can do to Evo over this. So that's why I like repair moding it, because it makes it hard. Now I can actually Mecha Book into repair mode, into Delta Cannon, which is 3. Damn, I won't be able to get it back because it's text message. It needs 4. So Natura Retreat, Ignitic. What is going on? I think people, when I see people do that, it's like they have this weird sensation of like that in order to, okay, I got it. In order to, okay, sorry, in order to like do anything as far as like use Natura in there, they kind of like put the books in there. But now he's kind of like holding up a space on his board. Now I gotta think, is there a way that he can do that? He has. I'm gonna trade. Heal that back up. So let's see, I see 1. I just healed, that's 2. This would be 3, but then I have nothing to get the Delta Cannon back. So I mean, I could technically evo this next turn and then I'll have another one. That is a play, I guess. So I can clear out his board. I think I might do that.
Delta cannon, fire. Pistol landing.
See, we don't get it back there. Then turn 6, we'll have we'll play that. We'll play Tetra. We'll evo Tetra, and we'll be in a good spot. We'll have a really heavy board. I think that might be the play because he looks like he's playing aggressive. He might see what I'm doing. He's gonna ping this. I wonder, do you get both if you actually have a mixture? Like a wing. Because, yeah, we're about to turn 6. So what's he gonna do? Is he gonna so he evolves into that. That's gonna kill. I could play pretty much both of them, and I think it will. We're gonna put a really fat board out here.
I will never lose heart.
That's 2.
Listen to your heart.
We're gonna get our Delta Cannon back.
If it has come to this, I will fight.
So we could repair mode. Actually, it's smarter to yeah, it's smarter to attack first. Right? Oh, we can actually do a really fat hand. Holy crap, I forgot. So I could play this on a repair mode. I want to heal myself actually here, is what I'm trying to do.
Prepare yourself.
Oh, baby. Heal that. Delta Cannon in the face.
Delta cannon, fire.
And we're gonna save the repair mode. 12 is uncomfortable, it really is, but I don't think that they have 12 damage in hand. Like who does that? Who has 12 damage in hand? It just doesn't happen. So next turn, I'm hoping that at least one of these things survive. Okay, he sucks up his whole hand. So even though he sucks up his whole hand, what else is he gonna play? He has no evos, so he kills 1. What else can you play to take out one of my Tetras? I just need one of them to survive. As long as 1 survives, I have a very, very, very strong. I could do this. 1, 2. Okay. Is Resonant active? It is activated, so he takes out that thing. That kind of sucks. All right, and he has to hold that. Okay, so we play this. I don't think I can. How risky is that? That's very risky, actually. I might have to sacrifice Tetra here. Because if I hit here, it's 2, and I have to hope that it's because Arcane Shop is random, so you have to abide by that, unfortunately. So we're gonna, I think maybe even trade both.
The rain. It feels so cold.
We'll just do repair mode here, just to see if it hits it. It doesn't. Okay. That's fine. And now it's you versus me, buddy. Turn 8 is where I usually win the match. We have a plethora of stuff. This gives me a repair mode, which costs nothing. Change wing also does damage. I need 3 right in hand, so that lets me clear something. That's gonna hit. It's gonna be whatever. I'm not really concerned about that. That hits. It hurts. It hurts. Even more reduction in his hand. So he's actually running Natra Machina. Like he's legitimately running it. Like that is his deck. But what's your end game? Is it actually Belphegor? Like what are you doing here? Do this before while it's still activated. Zap zap. Get me a card. Alright, zap zap. Ooh, draw power. Zap zap. Hitting, there's really no difference, but Might as well do that. Zap, zap. That lets me draw. Zap, zap.
Balls just don't cut it anymore.
Nice draw. Zap, zap. Heal myself up. And if I didn't board lock myself, I actually would win here. But I have to give him an additional turn here, which, scary enough, if he plays Belphegor, sucks up his whole hand, plays Belphegor, and they're all Storm, I think I lose. Or you could just quit, whatever. I think I was stalling out my turn and he thought that I had another spell, but the likelihood of that is actually very low. Ooh, look at the gains. Oh baby.
Surrounded by lies, destroyed by fiction.
Yeah, because this deck is completely fiction, because I don't think it's actually that good. But we were able to pull out the dubskis, and technically now it has a higher win rate, so technically the deck is good. So I think it's pretty fun. I think it's interesting. I don't even think it's that heavy. You should be making this card because it's broken in pretty much every deck that exists right now. So crafting 3 of these I think is good just because of how staying power that it has in pretty much every other deck. Arcane Shop, I guess. As more cards come out, you'll have it. It will formulate how strong it is. So right now it's in a funny position. It's good in this deck right now, so you can play it. Can you play it in a pure magic spell deck? I actually do not know. Techno Lord, good for the time being, right? All the Machina decks that are out there. So yeah, I think that as far as like crafting, it's not that bad. A lot of the other cards aren't too crazy. It's not that crazy of a deck. It's kind of fun, but it's really hard to recommend. It's so hard to be like, yeah, play it. It's great. Ooh, we get to do 2 pack openings too. Anyway, we didn't get anything. I mean, like most pack openings, you know, it'd be like that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. The deck list will be in the description. I don't want to get yelled at again. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Just remember that every day at the Kashino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.